Hello everyone, this week we are releasing quite a lot of build videos. We started yesterday with a Striker SMG build, and now we're moving on to some legendary builds. We put together new legendary builds and strategies since season 10, and this is what we're kind of currently going with. So we've been practicing and I'm happy with the builds, and we're just going to keep on practicing, hopefully improving the builds in the future. We'll re-release the build videos if they do get improved, but to date we're starting with a new look healer build. We used to use future initiative, but I went away from this. I wanted to turn the healer into a little bit more and add some status effects for some kind of areas on legendary, but also we wanted the healer to be using the demolisher firefly to help with all the explosions and whatnot. So you've been seeing us in stream using this. I haven't got chance to use it a ton myself. We've got this clip here, but I haven't really got any other clips to show you today because it's always been someone else running this build. But the idea is that you're still healing your team. They're still going to be getting a damage buff like with future initiative, and you're going to be using the demolisher, as you can see on screen now, to take out any drones and grenaders. It also works on like warhounds and the mini tanks as well, to stop them and to hopefully make them less of a threat. So that's today's video. We're just going to be showing you the build. Just going to do some quick plugs before we get into that. Please do hit like and share on the video if you enjoy it, and subscribe for more content. We've got a legendary striker build coming this week, and we've also got our legendary crowd control build that we use. I've already released a legendary tank build which is doing really well on the channel, and I'm sure you've seen it. If not, go and check out the videos. It's in there. It's super good. And just before we do get into it as well, we've got a fantastic gaming community. Make sure you check us out before you leave today. It's linked at the top of the video description. So here is the build. Like I've already said, we're trying to come away from future initiative and incorporate something else into the build. The healer build, to be honest with you, you can kind of run any healer build. I'm not saying the future initiative build doesn't work on legendaries. It does. There's loads of different types of healer builds that will work. I just threw this together and it's worked very well. Although at the moment a little bit bugged, and I'm hoping it gets fixed because it did work for us a couple of days ago or last week, and it was so good. Is the backpack talent overclock, which we'll discuss in a few moments, but it's a very good build. It's a little bit more difficult to farm, say, than the future initiative. We're going to start with the specialization. You're going to use the survivalist specialization on this build, basically for the healing properties. You've also got an incendiary grenade, which works very well with the build. The primary weapon you're going to use on this healer build, like with most, is the Scorpio. Just a great weapon that a healer can have to stack some enemies, to give some buffs for your team, but also slow enemies down. The stage left is a great secondary. If you switch to the stage left, throw a grenade out and do some damage to a target with a grenade, your team's going to be doing more armor damage to them. It really doesn't matter about the rolls on that. Perfect Sledgehammer is just a very good talent to have and great to use on a healer. And the sidearm doesn't really matter. Again, I got the TDI card custom equipped, which I'm not using. Go with any sidearm that you want. But the build I put together is like this. I was looking to get repair skills and status effects on the build, so we've gone with the Alps mask. The Alps piece is giving me 20% repair skills. I got skill tier, repair skills, and status effects rolled with a repair skills mod. Then we've got a Murakami chest piece there. I've got two pieces of Murakami on the build, which is giving me skill duration at 20% and repair skills at 20%. This piece has skill tier, status effects, and repair skills rolled with a repair skills mod. And you want empathic resolve on the chest. This is where it kind of works like the future initiative gear set, because it gives your team a buff. And how it works on, well, with empathic resolve is when you're repairing an ally, it increases their total weapon and skill damage by 3 to 15% for 20 seconds, 1 to 7% if self. So as I'm 6 skill tier on this build, they're getting a full 15% increase in their weapon and skill damage every 20 seconds that they are healed. It works very well. The second Murakami piece is the holster. I got skill tier, status effects, and repair skills rolled. And the backpack, this is where the bug is at the minute. I hope they get it fixed soon. We're using the perfect overclock backpack, so the Hermano backpack, the named one there. We're getting 10% skill ace, which I'm not too fussed on, but the perfect overclock is very good. We've got skill tier, repair skills, and skill haste on this. I'd rather have status effect over the skill haste and a repair skills mod. And what perfect overclock is doing, allies within 15 meters of my deployed skill, so my hive that I put down, is going to gain 30% reload speed and reduces the active cooldowns by 0.6% each second. Now this at the minute seems to be bugged. We were testing it the other day. It worked very well last week, and I was noticing our skills builds coming back very, very quick. The cooldown is more than halved, of course, but the other day it wasn't working, even though the icon was showing to say they were close enough to the hive. So seems a little bit buggy at the minute, and because of that, the build's not really working with the bug when it is bugged out. But when they do fix this, this is going to be such a good talent. It's going to work very, very well, reducing those cooldowns, but also increasing the reload speed of your DPS person next to you. It's a good piece. The gloves we're using is the BTSU gloves. They got skill tier, skill ace, and repair skills. Obviously, we're using that for overcharges. So every 100, and I think it's every 2 minutes, 120 seconds, I can destroy my hive. It will reset everybody's skills if they're on cooldown, but also put people on overcharge as well. And we could do that every 2 minutes, which is quite overpowered. I really like it. And the final piece is the golden knee pads. We're going golden for the 10% status effects. It's got skill tier, status effects, and repair skills on there. So we're using the restorer hive for healing. Naturally, you're going to place that down and people are going to get heals off of that. But rather than have a chem launcher like with other healer builds I've used, we're going to try and use it for a bit more crowd control. Now, I'm using a demolisher at the minute, and we're working with that because in legendaries, one of the biggest threats are your drone people and your grenaders. So we're using the demolisher to destroy their weak spots so they can't use them. This actually doesn't need status effects, but I'm also trying this build with like a second blinder so we can blind people, or the jammer pulse, and status effects does help towards them because they are status effect builds where the status effect will increase the duration. So you can mix this skill up how you want with different skills that you want to use, or you could even change all the status effect rolls on the build to skill damage and then use like an attacking skill like a drone or a turret or something to do some skill damage. There's loads of things you can do with this build, but this is how I have gone with it, and this is the build we've been using recently in our legendary streams, and it's working very, very well. I just hope they fix perfect overclock soon. And that is it for this video, really. As I said, I've not had a lot of chance to use this build myself. We have been using it within our team, but I will try and use it more in future legendary streams. So tune into the streams if you want to see this build in action more, and hopefully we can improve our method, improve the build, and re-release another video in the future of an improved version of the build. Let me know how you do this build in the video comments, or if you've tested this. I'd appreciate it. We're going to end it there. We do have some more legendary builds coming. As I said at the start of the video, we've already shown you our legendary tank build we use. This is now the legendary healer build. We've got a legendary striker build coming this week, and also at the start of next week we've got the legendary crowd control build that we use. So I'm showing you all the builds we're currently using in our legendary streams right now, and we are hoping to improve on these in the future and get even better as well. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like and share to support the video. Subscribe for all these other videos as well. I'd appreciate it. And now we are done. Come and check out our community. It's linked at the top of the video description. Until next time, thank you for watching this one. Stay safe and peace out.